Cop-Outs, welcome to Cop-Outs of Anfield. So today we're going to do episode 3 of the Black History Month, and today is our special, which I've been on about on my show, and it's John Barnes, the legendary MBE John Barnes. What a player John Barnes was. Absolutely loved him. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see him in my era. I have watched back on YouTube videos. I think my favourite video goal that he scored was for England against Brazil. Took on 3 players, ended up in front of the goalkeeper and put it past the goalkeeper. Absolutely amazing goal, because back then, I think it was in '84, I believe, Brazil were unstoppable back then. So yeah, that was just one of many goals I liked about John Barnes. So we're going to cover a bit more about him in the video, and then at the end of it, I'll post my favourite video, one of my favourite goals, the England goal against Brazil. So let's get started. So his name is John Charles Brian Barnes MBE. Was born the 7th of November 1963. He's a former professional football player and manager, often considered one of the greatest England players of all time. Barnes currently works as an author as well as a commentator and pundit for ESPN and SuperSport. Initially a quick, skillful left winger, he moved to central midfield later in his career. Barnes won 2 league titles and 2 FA Cups with Liverpool. He also won an FA Cup runner-up with Watford. Liverpool and Newcastle, he earned 79 international caps for England. John Charles Barnes was born on the 7th of November 1963, so he's 60 years old now, and he was 5'11", left winger. He started his career at Sudbury Court. Actually, no, we'll go back to his youth career. So his youth career was with Stow Boys Club, and then he went to Sudbury Court in 1980 to 81, joined Watford in 81 to 87, played 233 games and scored 65 goals. Then he went to Liverpool in 1987 to 1997, 314 games, 84 goals. And then he went to Newcastle 97 to 99, 27 games, 6 goals. And then he finished his career at Charlton with 12 games, no goals. So his total career, he made 586 appearances and 155 goals. He played for England under-21s in 1982 to 83, played 3 games, scored 1 goal. And then he played for England from 1983 to 1995, 79 games, 10 goals. And he managed Celtic, Jamaica and Tranmere Rovers. So it says, Barnes was born and raised in Jamaica as the son of a military officer from Trinidad and Tobago and a Jamaican mother. He moved to London, England with his family when he was 12 years old. He joined Watford aged 17 in 1981 before playing 296 competitive matches for them, scoring 85 goals. He debuted for England in 1983 and in 1987 joined Liverpool for 900,000. In his 10 seasons there, Liverpool won then top flight First Division twice and the FA Cup twice. He scored 106 goals in 403 matches by the time of his last cap in 1995. He had more caps than any other black England player. After 2 years at Newcastle United, he ended his playing career at Charlton in 1999. Barnes had 8 months as Celtic head coach when his former Liverpool manager Kenny Dalglish was director of football. He has since managed the Jamaican national team in 2008-2009 and English club Tranmere Rovers for 4 months in 2009. Barnes was the PFA Player of the Year once in the 1987-88 season and the Football Writers Association Football of the Year twice in 1987-88 and 89-90. And in 2005, he was inducted into the English Football Hall of Fame in 2006 in a poll of Liverpool fans' favourite players. Barnes came fifth a year later. 442 magazine named him Liverpool's best all-time player in 2016. The Times readers voted him England's greatest ever left-footed player. Barnes has published 2 books. John Barnes, the autobiography in 1999, which was followed by The Uncomfortable Truth About Racism in 2021, both of which were met with a largely positive reception. In 2022, he returned to Liverpool as an official club ambassador. So now we'll go on to a bit about his private life. So it says, John Barnes was first married to and subsequently divorced Susie, with whom he has 2 sons and 2 daughters. Barnes' second wife is called Andrea, and they have 2 daughters and a son. With fellow former footballers Les Ferdinand and Luther Blissett, he founded Team 48 Motorsport, a team aiming to promote young racing drivers of African Caribbean background. In 2008, the team entered the British Touring Car Championships, running Alfa Romeos for white Jamaican Matthew Gore and 18-year-old Black Briton Darrell Wilson. However, the project never got off the starting line, and the team failed to show up for any of the races. A few days after being sacked by Tranmere, Barnes was declared bankrupt. He has described the bankruptcy as a technicality, saying the bankruptcy issue is a tax oversight which is being dealt with. Barnes' claims of the bankruptcy being a tax oversight proved true, and the order was quickly overturned. So that's it. That's John Barnes. Like I say, one of my favourite players. I'll add his England goal at the end of this video. I'll be back shortly with episode 4, but that's it for now. Take it easy.
Might go all the way for England. Barnes!
I don't remember much of the goal, and in fact, even when I do see it on television again, it's like having an out-of-body experience because I cannot remember doing that.
England amazingly are into the lead.
There's a lot of fear involved in playing football. Apprehension, not fear, in not wanting to make a mistake. So if you do something good, you then want to pass it off to somebody else. So if they made a mistake, at least you've looked good. So therefore, after looking good and beating one player, I said, well, I'll pass the ball now, and then I would have looked good. Someone else is going to lose the ball because ultimately you do lose the ball, and whoever loses it feels a bit stupid. So after beating 3 players, I said, well, that's really it now, please. Let me just give the ball to someone else, and I've looked good. So till eventually, I was just in front of the goalkeeper.